What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Cyclones will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Gamecocks offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Might be looking to run. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
And the crowd bringing the energy, trying to help this defense get off the field on 3rd and 10. They'll go right back to it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. They'll leave it with him. What a cut. Now he's loose. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
South Carolina, 7. Iowa State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Iowa State's offense will go to work for the first time. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
They'll go back to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Give to the running back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Cyclones decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Turning it on. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
Iowa State, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Finds a little space. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion. And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They put 2 touchdowns on. He'll take a shot. Touchdown Gamecocks! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over Michigan. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the handoff. Finds some fresh air. Gives him the big stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Cyclones, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Grabbed behind the line. It's Malone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Weaver. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Wants to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Wants to throw it. Using the quick game. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Got it in the middle. It's Bettis. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. New set of downs after the completion. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Cyclones! A great catch and run for 6.
And sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you a stop. Then you try to put another drive together. One possession at a time, try to climb back in this football game.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll get rid of it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. crosses to 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Caught close to the marker. It's Grove. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. So that penalty's going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He unleashes a long one. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Skinner. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
A long way to go on 4th and goal. Going to look downfield again. Going for 6. Makes the catch. He was angling for that pylon, and the defense stopped him short on 4th and goal. The Cyclones backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. The hand to the running back. Spins away from the defender. Finds a good hold there and gets 4 to give them a little breathing room out to the 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Weaver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude. And
oh, that's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. And the Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Trying to make magic. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, South Carolina. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Cyclones will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Makes a move. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. This offense has it with really good field position. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Strong, tough run, and he's brought down just inches away from the score. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Cyclones come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The play action fake. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw. Heads up, David, the offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got his man. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Pulls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pocket breaking down. With the catch, it's Bettis. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's St. Clair. Good timing on the quick out. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll immediately call timeout. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he makes the catch at the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's got it on the move. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll open the second half on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Zings it complete to the right. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put in play from the 41 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
That middle linebacker just wanted it more, man. He came right up the middle. He was able to beat and cross the offensive lineman's face and work his way to the QB.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Rousseau. And they're able to get him on the ground. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Alexander. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Cyclones are flying down the field. On the run, it's Costa. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Might as well stick with him.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Cyclones line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards of field position. And the Gamecocks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. The give to the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. 1st and 10 from their own 17. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Snagged out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Tries to get it on the ground. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Skinner. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Running to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the 2nd half to get back in this game?
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Got it behind the line. It's Alexander.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The quick out. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fullback's got it. Breaks the tackle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that 1st down.
The give to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
South Carolina, 58. Iowa State, 7.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off play action on first down. Finds his man. It's Alexander. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. The Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Cyclones will punt it away on fourth down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. A high kick trying to pen them deep. And the coverage team gets the return. On the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Let's go! Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Gamecocks are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Second down coming up.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Going to swing it on second down. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to run it. Hard running there. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking...
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. DB's right up on the receivers. Using his legs, it's Costa. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch at the 45. And the returner will be knocked down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The lone back's got it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it, they're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Are ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. To the air, it's St. Clair. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this.
Unleashes one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Quickly to the tight end. Lots of running room. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. From the gun. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking to throw again. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on. Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose, but you can grab the point.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Gamecocks. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Past the first down marker and still running. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Stands in and takes the hit. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, floating down toward the earth. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They want that clock to run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's St. Clair. He'll pull it down and run. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On the move. Shakes off the defender. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, you get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming.
And first down for the offense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Skinner. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this tight end is having a day. With that last catch, he's now got over 150 receiving yards.
He wants to throw it again. Looking to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Wide open spaces. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The Cyclones looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Finds a man on the left. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to... I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Looking deep down the right side. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Gets a hand in there and breaks it up. It's incomplete, but wait, there is a flag down on the play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.